There was a new hairdressing salon in Erdington, a Feeney's salon. Everyone wanted to go there for the latest cuts, styles and weaves.
My salon is the place to go.
Afeni was a popular girl. Everyone thought she was clever.
And so did she.
Afeni knew she was the best hairdresser in Erdington.
Or was she?
One day, a girl called Arachne came asking for a job.
I'm a good hairdresser. I can make weaves even better than you.
Prove it.
So Afeni and Arachne had a competition. Who could do the best weaves?
And who would be the judge?
I'll be the judge.
And the butler said,
To be truthful, Arachne styles is the best.
Afeni was angry.
Dangerously angry. She put a spell on Arachne.
If you're so good at spinning and weaving, Arachne, I'll turn you into a spider.
So poor Arachne lived out her days as a tiny spider in a dusty web high in the corner of the salon. One day, a pretty young girl called Medusa came into Athene's salon for a cut.
Junior, make her a cup of tea. Going anywhere nice this weekend?
Yes, I'm going to meet my boy. He is called Poseidon.
Oh, that sounds nice. Where did you meet him?
You'd never guess, but I kissed him first, right here, in this salon.
Well, that put Athene into a rage. A dangerous rage.
How dare you kiss a boy here in my salon?
And Afeni put a spell on Medusa.
Instead of cutting her hair, she turned her hair into snakes.
Horrible,
Writhing,
spitting snakes.
snakes that would turn you to stone as soon as you looked at them.
Medusa ran away in horror.
But as if Athene hadn't done enough damage, next she sent a young lad, Perseus, and his warriors to find Medusa and kill her.
Here, Perseus, take these, my scissors, and this gown to make you invisible. And use this special mirror to look at Medusa, or else she'll turn you to stone.
So Perseus and his friends set off on their way. At last, Perseus drew close to Medusa. She sensed he was near.
Don't look at me. If you look at me, I'll turn you to stone. It happened before. It'll happen again.
Athene told me to kill you, but it sounds to me as though you need a friend.
Perseus and his warriors stopped to consider what else could they do.
Why can't you help her instead of killing her? Cut her hair off, not her head.
Yes, I'll cut the snakes off, Medusa. Don't struggle, let me help you.
And looking in Athene's mirror and using Athene's own magic scissors, Perseus cut off all the snakes from Medusa's head.
Open your eyes. Here, look in the mirror.
Perseus, you saved me. I'm back to my usual self.
Once there was a young peasant, a lad called Jack. He'd done part of his training learning to be a baker, and he was a journeyman. He needed the next part of his journey to be a chef. So what happened next?
Jack got a job with a baker here in Erdington, a baker whose rolls were perfect, crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside.
But this baker, he had a bad temper. Ramsay the boss, Gordon, they called him, and he made Jack do all the horrible jobs. Ramsay the boss, Gordon, would shout,
Clean the floors now. And once you've done that, you can wash up. And once you've done that, you can clean up the plates and take the bins out. And once you've done that, you can wipe up the mouse poo and the rat poo. Ew!
Then one morning, Ramsay the boss, Gordon, woke up for once on the right side of the bed. He thought,
If that lad makes an extra batch of bread early in the morning, that will be double the profit for me.
So he told Jack to get up early for the next day and make a batch of rolls to be ready by the 4 o'clock in the morning. Jack innocently asked,
What shape should I make them?
Ramsay the boss, Gordon roared. What shape? What shape? Make them whatever shape you like. Make them long-tailed monkey-shaped or owl-shaped. I don't care, as long as they're crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside and ready for 4 o'clock in the morning.
Jack got up early, so early it was nearly before he'd gone to bed, and he thought,
Well, if he wants long-tail monkey-shaped rolls or owl-shaped rolls, I'm sure he'll like hearts or pandas or plats or donuts or cubes or even skateboard ramps or bananas or iPhone-shaped rolls as well.
So Jack made the bread and he shaped the rolls and he put them in the oven to bake. And the bread rose.
he put a special ingredient in there to make it rise bigger and bigger.
When Ramsay the boss Gordon woke up, he could smell the lovely smell of bread baked in the oven. It made him smile.
Well, it nearly did.
But when he came and saw what Jack had made, he got in such a temper he roared at him. Everyone knows bread rolls have to be perfectly round. Perfectly round.
And he kicked Jack out of the shop.
And he threw out all the bread after him.
Well, he picked up all the rolls and put them in the basket and walked down the street and sat down on a bench. He wasn't down for long. Soon someone came over and looked to see what he's got in his basket and chose a roll to buy. It was crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside, but such an interesting shape. And then a second person came over, and soon the whole street was full of people wanted to buy Jack's bread. A year later, Jack had his own shop
Here on the high street.
here in Erdington.
He's giving money to all his family.
And also, he's going to give all his family a job here, right at the bakery. Jack opened a chain of bakers.
He even employed Ramsay the boss Gordon. Though he wasn't the boss anymore, he had to clean the floors. See? Jack says.
If you do good, you get good, and you can get a second chance.
And that might be
Well, it might be.
the story of bakers on Erdington High Street.
It was January 1908. Albert, Vera and little Flo lived in Josiah Mason Orphanage in Erdington. Their older brother, Arthur, had left the orphanage recently. He now worked as an apprentice at Mason's pen factory.
Dawn was breaking over the orphanage dormitory. The girls were still asleep. Matron woke the girls roughly.
Wake up now, you horrible lot.
There was never an idle moment in the day. Matron made sure of that. There was a never-ending pile of socks and stockings to be darned.
One day Albert was hard at work, sweeping Matron's office. Albert spotted a letter on Matron's desk. And look, it was addressed to...
Albert, Vera and Florence Jones.
Just then, Matron came back in.
You can go. Now it's time for me to have some of my biscuits.
Albert told his sisters about the letter,
Surely they had a right to see a letter addressed to them.
plucking up all their courage. Albert.
Vera and little Flo went to ask Matron for their letter. Matron was furious.
Who has been snooping on my desk?
But the children were desperate.
Please, Matron, we're hoping for news of our brother Arthur. Please, Matron, we miss him so much.
Grudgingly, Matron handed over the letter.
Now get back to work.
28th of January 1908. Dear Albert, Vera and little sister Flo. It was hard to say goodbye to you all when I left the orphanage last month. But now I am settling in and learning my trade here at the pen factory. Mr. Mason is good to take us orphan boys as apprentices. There will be a place here for you too, Albert, when you reach the age of 12. Vera and Flo work hard at your ironing and stitching lessons. then I am sure you will find work as maid in one of the big houses in Erdington, so we can all be near. Mother would have been proud of how you are all growing up, I'm sure. With best love from your big brother, Arthur.
Arthur was an apprentice at Mason's pen factory. His friend Eric was also an apprentice. Eric's father was the factory overseer.
Arthur was a hard worker. He wanted to learn his trade. Apprentices worked long hours and they earned only pennies.
But Arthur had no choice. He had to provide for his brothers and sisters back at the orphanage.
Eric wanted to ask for a pay rise.
Maybe his father would help them.
The boss might listen to him.
Arthur wished his father was alive to help him too.
But Eric's father had also started as an apprentice.
You lads must learn your trade. You'll get paid more when you earn it. Back to work, lads.
Line up here please. Line up here in the alley till your name's called.
This is Georgia Cooper reporting outside the Mother's Studio tonight in Erdington, and the big band tonight is Songington Rex.
Ooh, it's dark down here, innit?
Come on, Mr. Bouncer. Hurry up, we've been waiting nearly an hour.
Can I ask you, miss, sir, how did you get here tonight?
I walked from Gravelly Hill. I've come from Coventry on my Lambretta.
All the way from Coventry on a scooter?
Yeah, we wouldn't miss Songington Rex.
I like your neon socks, pink and blue dots.
Oh, and look at you in your leopard skin dress. Is it new?
Maybe they'll notice me in the audience. Yeah, we wouldn't miss Songington Rex.
Everyone's gone into Mother's now. Join me back here later and we'll find out what the fans make of it afterwards.
Long live Boogaroo, Shingling and Boogaroo.
At Mother's Erdington, the home of good sounds.
I wonder in a swimming pool, something like that. I stopped 3 hours in the pool, you know, complete silence, I remember. And I became part of the water, and part of the air, part of all the color in the air, part of space. It was me and I was it, you know.
Shingling and Boogaroo. Dance through.
Dance through.
Shingling and Boogaroo. Dance through. Long live Boogaroo.
If you're normal, stay away.
Long live Boogaroo.
Come blow your mind, get a nice groove.
Shingling and Boogaroo. Long live Boogaroo. Shingling and Boogaroo. Shingling and Boogaroo. Dance through. Dance through. Dance through. Till 2. Long live Boogaroo. Shingling and Boogaroo. Long live Boogaroo. Shingling and Boogaroo. Long live Boogaroo. Shingling and Boogaroo. Shingling and Boogaroo. Dance through. Dance through. Shingling and Boogaroo. Dance through. Till 2.
You bring it all out. You see where it's at. Keep feeling more light. More light.
At Mother's Erdington, the home of good sounds.
This is Georgia Cooper reporting outside the Mother's Studio tonight in Erdington, and the big band tonight was Songington Rex. Here come the fans now. So what was it like?
Oh, blimey. Loud, loud, loud.
Especially when the two drummers had a drumming battle.
It was so loud I was physically sick, but I came back for more.
Oh, it was hot in there. It felt like we were really inside a boiling kettle.
They had to throw a bucket of water over the drummer.
We went backstage afterwards.
Look, I got their autographs.
Their autographs?
Yes, here on this poster. It's huge. I'm going to keep it forever and ever.
Oh man, it was the best night ever.
Oh, good vibes.
Right back to Gravity Hill now, the long walk home.
And here's my Lambretta, all the way back to Coventry, but it was worth it.
And as they disappear into the night, this is Georgia Cooper signing off outside Mother's studio, High Street, Erdington.
Long live Boogaroo, Shingling and Boogaroo.
At Mother's Erdington, the home of good sounds.
One time in a swimming pool, something like that. I stopped 3 hours in the pool, you know, complete silence, if I remember. And I became part of the water, and part of the air, part of all the color in the air, part of the space. It was me and I was it, you know.
Shingling and Boogaroo. Dance through.
Dance through.
Shingling and Boogaroo. Dance through. Long live Boogaroo.
If you're normal, stay away.
Long live Boogaroo.
Come blow your mind, get a nice groove.
Shing-a-ling and boogaroo, long live boogaroo. Shing-a-ling and boogaroo, shing-a-ling and boogaroo. Dance through, dance through, dance through, till 2. Long live boogaroo, shing-a-ling and boogaroo. Long live boogaroo, shing-a-ling and boogaroo. Long live boogaroo, shing-a-ling and boogaroo. Shing-a-ling and boogaroo, dance through, dance through. Shing-a-ling and boogaroo, dance through, till 2.
You bring it all out. You see where it's at. Keep feeling more light, more light.
At Mother's Erdington, the home of good sound.